Talking. Hi, I'm Valerie. I was the Keystep customer in Gilmore Girls, and tonight we are cleaning up my friend's oranges, and we're also live on TikTok at the same time. So if you see me talking there, that's what that is, and if you see me talking there, that's what's going on. Um, the question was ice cream. How did I get into ice cream? So I had just made a video, and I was talking about how Melissa McCarthy remembered that I made ice cream because at the time that we were working on Gilmore Girls, I had just gotten an ice cream cookbook maybe like a couple years before. You can hear me! That is good. I went live a moment ago and I was talking to myself. It was like a mime pretending to be talking. So I was not talking. Okay, so what happened was that I had started making ice cream a couple years before Gilmore Girls because I had bought a book. And it was an ice cream cookbook, and I have that book still, and it is like in 20 billion pieces, which is why when I made my ice cream cookbook, I made it spiral bound. And I had gotten really good at making ice cream. And there was an art gallery around the corner from my house when I lived in Echo Park. I had a little apartment. And so they had art openings once a month, and I would have little parties, and the people would come to the party, and then we'd go down to the art opening, and then when I got married to my husband, it was like, oh shit, we don't have time to do this once a month. And so we actually, when I got together with Colin, we would do it every other month. And then we started doing it more and more. I mean, less and less. We started doing it once a month. And I mean, once every other month. And then when we moved to here, we would do it twice a year. We'd have a Thanksgiving party because we knew we would be off. And we'd have a party for my birthday because I knew we would be off for that week or that, period of time. And some of the actors would always come to the parties, like Ed Herman would always come, Keiko would always come, Rini still comes, Rini who played Lulu, and occasionally some of the day players, and I made friends with everybody on the show because of that, because of the ice cream. That's why I kept in touch. That's why I'm on the tube and the TikTok and the whole thing. But that's what's going on. And this was just a little test because I'm trying to figure out how to do YouTube Live. Is it worth it? Do people like hanging out on YouTube Live? I don't know. You tell me. I know it's so much more fun to be on TikTok Live. Hello, Enderpaws. Are you on TikTok too, or is this the only platform you watch? My name is Valerie. Welcome. Sam Thornton. Ice cream definitely brings people together. Who just came over? I'm from California. Keikoa. Keikoa, you're from Hawaii. Aloha. Hello, a bunch of people. Welcome. Hello. Natalie. Okay, guys. I need to know on the YouTube side, how many of you are people that came over from my TikTok? What I want you to do, if you came over from my TikTok, I want you to drop an ice cream cone in the chat. I've been to Hawaii twice. My sister lives in Kona. In fact, two of the recipes in my ice cream cookbook have Hawaiian themed recipes because one's for my sister who lives in Kona and the other is for my friend Carmen who my sister's is Kona coffee ice cream, and the other one is strawberry guava lime ice cream. So, and it's a little story about Hawaii. Ice cream, so you guys all came from my TikTok? Was there anybody that's in here that didn't come from TikTok? If you didn't come from TikTok, drop a heart in the chat if YouTube showed me your video. YouTube only. Hello, Greg Bryson. Are you on TikTok? If you're not, and you'd like to join, because my experience of, I'm not that good at making content over here. I used to work on Gilmore Girls. If you're new to my page, are you new to my page or do you follow me? So I used to work on Gilmore Girls. I was the key set costumer on the show. I took care of the actors on set. I did not design the show. And I like to tell stories from behind the scenes. You can subscribe here. Subscribe is the same as following over there. I don't know that much about YouTube. You're my biggest fan. Are you one of the ones? Are you the Natalie that's one of my subscribers over on TikTok? I wish you guys would keep like the same icon everywhere, and then I'd be like, oh hi, I remember you. Enderpaws, what is your name on TikTok? Are you my biggest fan, or are there others? Browsing through the channels. Oh my God! Well, I'm glad I went live tonight. Tonight I just got some oranges. They're bitter cocktail oranges. You can see over there, bitter cocktail oranges from one of my friends. And every December I go to their house because they have like a light show that they put on in the front of their house, and I pick their oranges and then I make a sorbet out of them. And if you're in the LA area, you want to come visit my house, Citysmiths, I don't know that this is the right place for you. It isn't gonna, we can help you get out of the cult. But yeah, it's not quite the right place for you. Oh, hello. Which Katrina is it? Oh, Demon Fan, of course. It's Katrina. Of course, Demon Fan. Hello, hello. You forgot your name on TikTok? Well, I'm live on TikTok. Pop in on TikTok and say hi on TikTok, and then we'll know what your name is. Have you ever said hi in my live on TikTok? My YouTube handle is exactly the same as my TikTok handle. So if you want to pop over there, I think the TikTok experience is way more fun in the chat than YouTube, but it's always fun. Oh, Enderpaws, I love you already. I think they've probably already popped out of the thing knowing that. Oh, you just watch my TikToks? Gotcha. You should always hang out if I'm live because I have a lot of wonderful human beings that like to pop in and say hi, and they're really sweet. Yay, you're loved. It's the where's everyone from here and there? Where's everyone from? Let us know in the chat where you're from. You might make a friend. You never know. There's lots of people that might want to be your friend. I'm just saying. I've had them ask me to make TikTok content. Ooh. What's your YouTube handle? Oh, my dog's name is Ender. Are you the one? Wait, Miss Mona B, is that? Are you the one that's, wait, are you Enderpaws on? That makes sense. So Mona B, you're here. Oh, that's not you. That is crazy. There's someone on the TikTok side and her dog is named Ender, and you're Enderpaws, like P4WS. Like, what? That is a trip. You should go over to YouTube and say hi to them. Do you have a dog named Ender as well? Like, that is a trip. What does Ender mean? Like, why did you name your dog Ender? I've never heard of that as a dog name. And is it a dog, or do you have a cat named Ender? Like, what is, or is that just, do you wear paws? Or are you one of those people that dresses up like a cat or a dog, which is totally fine, or a bear? I need to know the story. I need to know. Oh, is that it? Wait, Miss Mona, are you Miss Photo on the other one? Ender is from Minecraft. Oh, gotcha. I'm old. I don't know what Minecraft, I mean, I know what Minecraft is. Like, I've seen, it's like a bunch of blocks and you build stuff. That's all I know. Hello, Care Bear, aka Tracy with an I. Okay, well, this makes sense then. This absolutely makes sense. So yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys are making YouTube a little bit more fun, because normally it's not that much fun for me. I come over here and nobody comes in. Um, so it's good to know that there's new people that are popping in to say hi. Hello, Paul. What's up? Guys, if you're not following me on all of the social medias, do it. I am going to, my resolution, my New Year's resolution is to be better about posting across all content providers. And I'm at this point just trying to figure out how to do that, while understanding that if I make content on any platform that doesn't monetize, I need to be quicker with my content creation. It needs to be a quicker process. It needs to be something that if I'm going to make content on Blue Sky or on Lemonade, it's going to be content that is hopefully getting you to go to another place to watch it where that content will actually monetize. It'll be the reminder, like, hey, guess what? Do you want to know more about Melissa and like this? Then go check out my YouTube I just put. That's what I'm going to try to do. So that's my goal, on TikTok and all social media. If I get work, I don't know how much I'll be doing on either. So I need to figure out how to do all of this better now, but work has not been happening. Work has been so slow. We'll see. We'll see. I'm keeping fingers crossed. I'm keeping fingers crossed. I'm almost done with cleaning all these oranges. They were really filthy and I don't want to cut into them until they're clean. You have a question. Enderpaws has a question. You got my package today. Aww. Aww. Well, congrats. I'm glad you got it. You should absolutely do that. Tag me in it. I'll check it out. I hope work happens. Hello, Paul. Paul from TikTok, who's over on YouTube right now. It is a crazy thing to know that I've worked 2 days in a year. This is not the way this business, and mostly because of the strikes, and also not. I'm tired. I didn't get home from a concert till 2 a.m. You're getting old. You are getting old. I know that you're 15. Oh, so you're youngin'. Okay, well, what did we ask? I'm old. Like, I could be your grandma. That's crazy. Like, I mean, maybe, could I be a grandma of a 15-year-old? You could be definitely my child. But any younger, you could not be my child. Your real name is, we know your name. You might want to change that. You might want to change that. I am old. Your grandma's 60. I mean, okay, here's the deal. 15 is the earliest that usually people can get pregnant, right? So if I had a child at 15 and that child had a 15, then 32 would be the youngest I could, right? Is that right? 32 could be the youngest that I would have a baby. So, I mean, technically you could be my grandchild, but more likely, because I didn't get married to 2001, more than likely you could have been my kid. I'm not saying, I didn't have kids though. You are just barely older than me. I don't mind. You know what's funny is I always thought like getting older, you want to do a video and tag you and tell all my friends about it, you should absolutely. Lorelai was 16 and 16, so 15, so 34 if we're going by Lorelai math. You're 56, little sis. Yeah. You know. Oh, you're turning 54 in February. I'm turning it in May. 53 in May. It's going to be a great year. Not. Let's just hope that we get through next year, right? So we got 8 people in YouTube, 15 people over on TikTok. This is why I'm on TikTok most of the time. Turns out YouTube mods cannot comment on shorts for, oh no, well that sucks. Well, at least we'll do it simultaneously. Okay, that's very interesting. It means that you're supposed to be looking at the chat all the time, I guess. Okay. So we've got, for those of you that don't know, if you're on TikTok, you're going to see it. That's all the oranges. Hold on a second. I'm about to lose you guys. I want to see all the oranges. They're in my thing. Those are the oranges. We're going to need to juice those tonight because they're, the way they got picked, there is a giant hole in them, and I don't want them to like have bacteria or anything else that is in them. So we're going to, we wiped them off, we cleaned them up. They're not dirty at all. We're gonna leave you guys, the YouTubers over here. It's not that cold in here right now. Oh, now you can comment. Okay, what's Hillary's other account? Say hi on your other account. Hillary's got like 4 accounts on everything. Oh, Hillary, are you on Neptune? Is that even a thing yet? Someone was saying Neptune is going to be the next site. Like, I'm like, guys, just bring back TikTok. I love TikTok. Container. Just do it in one of these containers. I do have a Gilmore Girls stove. Yes, I do. But mine's slightly different. For those of you who can't see it, that's my stove. And it does look a lot like a Gilmore Girls stove, but it is not Gilmore Girls. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's a little bit different. Okay. Oh, I did not mean to point you at the back of the counter. It's not as fun back there. Okay, so you're gonna, if you want to see the top of my head, go to TikTok. If you want to see the hairs on my chinny chin chin, go to YouTube. That's how this is gonna work tonight. Okay, on the we've got 7 people on YouTube and 15 on TikTok. I wonder who's going to be, and most of the people are people watching from your other accounts. Which one question is ahead? Said the same when you first started coming or something like that. It is very Gilmore Girl. It is very, very Gilmore. Have a very Gilmore Girl stove. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna juice this because we can. I'm sorry you have a cord in front of you. That's not fun. That's no fun. The video quality is better on TikTok. You know, I'm sorry. It's true. The video lives are way better on TikTok, which is why I like being on TikTok. Apologies to anyone who is over on YouTube not experiencing what TikTok is like. Okay, what we're going to do, we're just going to do a marathon live. I don't know. We're going to get these opened and we'll be live for a short period of time tonight. These don't have that much juice. And we're gonna, you can see, that's what we're doing, okay? So when you're hearing that noise, it's not me peeing, okay? It is this, right? You got it? I mean, you guys can see that I'm not peeing. You guys see it. We're just squeezing and doing that. And the good thing, oh, these are definitely ripe. You know they're ripe because the seed is literally giving birth to a new tree. That's what's going on there. I don't know why this is here. Okay. We're making orange sorbet tonight. We're not actually doing all of the orange sorbet. We're just getting it prepped out. These are very bitter oranges. And so Ender, pause. Why would she mute you? Are you going to say something bad? You haven't said anything bad, right? No, she's trying to tell you that she just thinks that you are young. As long as you're good and you're a good kid, and not, you know, as long as you don't cause trouble, you're fine. You know why I like Enderpaws is because they told that person that came in here who was completely off target they had the wrong audience. Remember when, hey, Enderpaws, I know I only know you for a short period of time, but do you remember when you told that other person to go to another channel? That the fairs were on the other channel? You'll always be in good for me. Now, unfortunately, because we're on YouTube, we cannot play music. That's the only bad thing. Is that what that is? Vineyard Network? I was like, yeah. I don't know what that means. What is Vineyard Network? Is it like a church kind of thing? Is it where all the church people get drunk? Is that what that is? What does MHM mean in text? Hey, Google, what does MHM mean in text?
Yes, on the website wikihow.com, they say, usually just means yes. It's a casual way of saying, I hear you, that's right, or I agree.
Oh, it's like,
comes from the sound, So you might see the slang word spelled out in a few different ways.
That's right, I'm old. I told you I was old. So, okay, everyone, what's your favorite Gilmore Girls episode? We are going to... I have a coffee ice cream in my house right now. I have a coffee ice cream from Puerto Rico in my house. So basically I started selling ice cream for friends. And so people come and they can buy a container. It's you take it home with you kind of thing. I mean, I could probably play my own music, but like I could probably do that. I don't think that would be a problem, but like I'm not going to be sitting there playing piano for 24/7. It's just that you can't play commercial music. Choose a favorite. You only had time to play in Hogwarts. I don't know what that means. The first episode's your favorite. My favorite, you know what? I'm with you. I don't know which one my favorite is. I just know there's a bunch of them I love. But I haven't watched all of them. I've only watched a few here and there. Much better on TikTok, right? I know. How do I sound on both apps? Do I sound better on TikTok or is it about the same? Because the video quality could be bad just because there's no good filters. See, this one, the only filter you have is a retouch. And that just makes it even blurrier. The YouTube, it sounds better. Interesting. It's about the same. Now, Enderpaws, did you say you are not on TikTok or you're also on TikTok? And welcome to everybody that's up here. I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm just doing stuff in the house. It sounds the same. Okay, well, that's good. At least it doesn't sound horrible. I would think at least we know the experience is kind of similar. As far as camera, maybe it just doesn't have like sweeteners, you know. TikTok does love the experience. Going to ask real quick. Hey Google, what does AFK mean?
Away from keyboard. On the website grammarly.com, they say AFK is an abbreviation.
I thought you were gonna like retch or something.
People know that you will not be at your keyboard for a while, or that you will not be online for a period of time.
Okay. I don't know if you could hear that, but that makes sense. Could you hear us, Ender? The voice on TikTok is more focused on your voice. YT is more omnidirectional. Interesting. 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 Oh my God, do you remember, like, speaking of texting, do you remember? Okay, this is for the old folk, not for Enderpaws, because Enderpaws is too young for this. Back when I worked on Gilmore Girls, if you wanted to text someone, which we really very rarely texted anyone because it was a pain in the butt, you had to hit the letters 3 times or 4 times, depending on how many letters were on that keypad. Because they didn't have letters. It was all keypad related. And boy, was that annoying. Wasn't that annoying? All I know is I was pretty annoying. Okay, what we're going to do with these wonderful, beautiful... You were smaller. You were smaller. Texting was no back then. It really wasn't fun. And it cost money. Yes, it did. It cost money for each text. It was not a fun time. Your mom has an antique phone. I thought, when I read that, and I thought you said, my mom has an antique piano. And I was like, I have an antique piano. I have 2 of them. That was not what you were saying about texting. So much easier now. I mean, and also, you don't have the, oh my God. Remember? Okay, this is for you really old folks here. Back when I was a kid, we had a rotary phone. And so, like, if you messed up, you'd have to start over. It was such a pain in the butt. Such a pain in the butt. TikTok is Blu-ray and YouTube is VHS. Yeah, I know, but we might be forced. We might be forced to do YouTube more often. And right now, and that's what your mom, is your mom a Gilmore Girl fan? Did she watch it with you? Go big gorditas. That's funny. I love the names on TikTok. People's names are always so funny. I mean, all social media, except for Facebook, where they use your real name. I love the, like, weird, quirky names. Oh, jeez. She does. Well, you're gonna have to let her know that we talked. And God, I just made a mess. Mess, I tell you. TikTok can see my mess cleaning up. Look, that it didn't spill everywhere. I might need to stand up. Okay, we're gonna change the angles. We're gonna just go back here. Hello. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna be looking down a lot because of where I have to. I have to look down to do this thing, and this way I won't spill this. And the other thing I'm gonna do. We're going to take all of these lovely things and we're going to make like a vodka, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe we'll scrape them. I don't know. We'll figure something out. We're just making a mess. We're just making a mess. That's all. First episodes that stick in my head are Rory's birthday parties. I gotta move this like this. Kiss and Tell. Road trip to Harvard. You're multitasking. Talk about multitasking. I'm live on TikTok and YouTube at the same time while I make ice cream, sorbet, and I'm standing. You have the oldest profile picture. It's like, I can barely see your profile picture because it's so tiny. What does it look like? Is it tiny? Is it you, or is it some kind of Minecraft reference? Good night, Paul. Get some sleep. Thank you for your input on what was going on TikTok. Okay, let's see. It is a Minecraft YouTuber. Okay, gotcha. Now, your Minecraft is your only thing. Are you, what gender are you, Enderpause? Are you, if you care to disclose? Is Gilmore Girls like the thing that you grew up like loving? Good night, good night. Skippy's blue and Bad Boy Halo is red. Oh, okay. And so but you're a huge gamer. Now, do you do Twitch too? Like, is that something that and like, you know what's interesting? I did not see anyone mention doing Twitch this week when I was like, oh, we should all switch to whatever, another platform. No one was mentioning Twitch, and I don't know why. Is Twitch no longer the cool thing to do, or is it really only for streamers? Is it because Twitch is scrolling through the episodes and realizing I don't remember a lot of them? Yeah, deep fried Korean Thanksgiving. You must watch again. Just watch that one. You're obsessed with Twitch. Do they have people like me just chatting on Twitch? Like, not gaming, but chatting or doing random stuff. Like, I've never hung out on Twitch. I don't really quite understand it. My head is going to explode with the amount of social media that I'm going to have to consume in order to figure them all out. Which is hard to get people to follow you. It is streaming not uploaded videos. Okay. So basically, probably not. And how do you find people when you're, how do you find people on Twitch to follow you? And can you make money by going live? Is it only gamer media, or is there other people that are normal? Because I feel like some artist friends of mine said that they were doing Twitch when, oh, I'm not sure, that's Fiverr. Is Fiverr a place? Oh, does anyone do Fiverr? I don't know. There's so many social medias. I feel like the moment you invest any energy into one, it goes away. Like, you know, I remember when Facebook was the thing and it was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Facebook is awesome. And now it's like, yeah, your grandma's on Facebook, right? Hey, we really established that I could be your grandma. But my grandma, my mom, was not on social media ever. And she still won't be. Twitch does have a non-gaming, but it's hard to break in. You can make money off Twitch. Okay. MySpace was best before Facebook. Yeah, one thing changes, something changes. It's all about capturing the eyeballs of the youth. Did they know ahead of time that Gigi was going to end? No, they did not. I mean, we knew that Amy was leaving like the episode before. And then the 7th season, we ended the show, and they were still under negotiations for another season, but they could not come to an agreement. And so they just said, well, that's it. And so they could have done another season. But they had to make, you know, what they were doing feel like an end, because they weren't fighting for the next season as much as Amy wanted to fight for the next season. And had they gotten to that other one, they would have, you know, whatever disagreement probably would have been worked out. Okay, what is Dream and Wilbur Spot? What does that mean? Oh, these are people on TikTok. I mean on Twitch. Gotcha. Okay. You know, this dual streaming is good because like whenever you guys don't talk, it's like, oh, someone else is talking down there, which is good. So I can kind of filter between the two conversations. I only went to Facebook because no friends were on MySpace anymore. They all went to Facebook, ha ha ha, and look at where those friends are now. They're all somewhere else, whether it's Insta or... It's weird. I go over to Facebook to like wish people happy birthdays, like, or tell people like, oh, did you feel that earthquake? Because Facebook is more like the people that follow me there. For the most part, there are some people that follow me here, over there too. It's more, I use it more for messaging of the people that don't want to be on here, or if I need to send something. Oh my God, my fingers are so sticky. I cannot touch anything on my phone. What do you mean you can't switch? You can't stream at the same time illegally. Oh, you mean like we couldn't do what we're doing right now where we go, hey, we're on Twitch and YouTube at the same time? Or you mean like you can't ever stream? Interesting. What we're doing right now. Would they know? How would they know? It's not the same frame. It's not the same frame. Like, I mean, we're not using the same feed. Would it matter? But thank you for letting me know. They find out sometimes. Even if you're not making money at either of them. Even when it's not like a gaming thing. I can understand if it's a gaming thing because it's like people are betting on games. But if you're just hanging out, they care. I had to wash my hands because it was gross. Hey Google, can you stream on 2 devices on Twitch?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
I got a comment on my first video saying, good job. Yay, I'm happy. That's weird. Do they have the same rules, like you can't make content when you're young on social media? Like I know that TikTok's like you can't make videos if you're under a certain age. Is that happening here on YouTube? Ender's Game. But were they gaming or were they doing something? I would love to know more about you. What other shows have I worked on? Hello, Chris. I worked on a lot. You can IMDb me at Valerie Manahan Campbell is my IMDb. Basically, not all of what's on my IMDb is completely up to date. Like, I've definitely worked on other stuff. But yeah. I've worked on Picard, Star is Born, Pretty Little Liars, Party of Five, Mad Men, and when I say these, sometimes it was only like a couple days, but in sometimes other cases it was like a full season or half a season. My job now, ever since Gilmore Girls ended, has always been like smaller time periods. So I don't work a lot. I work more smaller, shorter runs. So back when I was when I was in high school, my drama teacher, the question is, how did I get into the industry? And such apologies because I realize that you're seeing comments here, but you guys aren't seeing comments here. Okay, so back when I worked, when I was in high school, my drama teacher, her husband worked in the film business, and so we would go frequent, like TV tapings, and so he kind of inspired me to get to work behind the scenes. And he basically said, whoever you meet, just keep in touch with them, which is why I kept having the parties. And then eventually I, started working on shows. So basically, in order to work in Hollywood, you have to know people. And in order to know people, you have to meet people. And so the more people you get to meet, the more likely you are to work. What episode you worked on Pretty Little Liars? I did a lot of random episodes during like later seasons. And so I didn't work like the first few seasons. I worked kind of closer to the end. Like I wrapped for them for season 3, I think. And then season 4 and 5 and 6, I kind of like worked here and there. Like as far as episodes, I don't remember. I just know we buried Sasha once and then there was like some kind of party. And I remember there was something where they rescued them from was it a cult or something underground? It was like somebody had gotten kidnapped and they were underground, and the bunker. So we did a thing where it was when they were rescuing them from the bunker. Oh, you went to see King of Queens. But basically, that's kind of how I got in. And I met one person who led me to another person. There is a thing up for review. What message? View message for review. Oh, I don't know what that means, but sure. So Enderpause, YouTube, whenever you do one of those faces, doesn't get it and they don't want you to do it. It's not the moderators. So maybe don't do too many faces if you want to have them, because they're going to end up getting held for review. So we don't want to spam the chat with that kind of stuff, because otherwise I can't see any comments that are in there. Yeah. I've always wanted to ask you, extras dress themselves or costumes? Okay, that's a good question. My IMDb, it's if you go to Gilmore Girls, you'll find Valerie in costumes. That's the easiest way to get there. Otherwise, Valerie Manahan Campbell, because there's multiple Valerie Campbells. How do background dress themselves? So what happens is in the costume department the night before background work, we will call or we will send a message to the background coordinator for Central or whoever the casting company is, and we'll say, hey, we want them to wear these colors, we want them to avoid this color, and this is what we want to happen. So then they come, providing they have to, if they're union, they have to only bring one outfit. They only have to bring whatever they have on their body. Or I don't know, it's kind of, they have to kind of work within what we are asking. Like they can't come, if we say don't bring jeans, and that's the only thing they bring, they get kind of a reputation, and a lot of times people will be like, no, don't bring that person back. They don't know what they're, or they get argumentative or whatever. They get a reputation, they don't get asked back. But generally speaking, if they're nice about it and they're like, I don't have anything else in my closet, then they don't. But they also get paid if they are wearing their own clothes. A lot of times they will get like a little stipend for the clothes that they wore to set. But we have racks and racks of clothes, hopefully, depending on how many background we have. And we usually have something that is in their size. We kind of guide them and say, listen, don't hire anyone between these sizes and that sizes, especially if we have a uniform. They have to fit the uniform that we have. So a lot of times they will provide sizes with central casting, and half the time they lie. So we always have to kind of make sure we have something a little bit bigger or something that can be altered. So uniforms we absolutely will provide for them. Oh, what she's saying, under pause. What Hillary is saying is that remember when you said, I don't want you're not going to mute me. Well, she's not the one muting you. It's the faces that you're doing that YouTube is automatically holding them for review because it doesn't understand it. It's not language to it. So it's automatically holding it. So she's just saying, laugh my ass off. You keep doing them, so therefore they keep getting held up. That's what she means by that. I think that's what you were asking. So the extras at Chilton, none of them had those outfits. We had to provide those outfits for them. I'm on YouTube at the same time. I'm trying to cross-platform whenever I'm doing something that I can, because you know what? We got to build up what we're doing on both platforms and all platforms, and kind of rotating between to let people know that I exist. We probably should do Facebook too, you know? I don't want to, but we probably should. I mean, after all, what we should do is like once I have my YouTube link, it's up in the bio. If you go to the bio, you'll find it. It's the same name. Hello, hard guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are streaming both on YouTube and on TikTok. There's only like 4 people in YouTube, so I don't know how many people we will have there. Facebook, a lot of Gen Z. Yes, I know. The problem is, I got to be monetized on any of these platforms if I'm going to make content. And it's taking me a while to fill the requirements. And part of those requirements is having enough followers, and the other part is getting enough engagement. So it's like going to be a combination, and also having the ability to make the content that platform will monetize. And I have to understand what those things are. I need a Facebook tutor, someone that does all of the content on all of the places, that kind of says, hey, this is what you need to do. It needs to be less than this. This is the keys to the, and I just don't have the time to figure all this shit out before TikTok ends, right? Follow me there. Go, engage with whatever videos you see over there. Like, even if you've seen it before, like walk out and just be like, okay, playing. Tap, tap, tap. Go to another room. Play it on your computer. Do whatever. Get it so it's working. By the way, for those listening, I am making juice right now. And these little guys, we're going to make a very, very pungent bitter orange sorbet. Peace out. You have to make a video bringing dream not found things. I don't know what that means, but it's okay. I support you in whatever it is that you're doing, as long as it is not in bad spirit towards anyone. Okay, let's see. We're almost done with this thing. We got 7 people over on YouTube now. Hello, 7 people. Say hi if you're here. It might be the people that were on TikTok. Hello. We have Moshir Ran. What is this? You're from Bangladesh. Have you ever heard of a television show called Gilmore Girls? I used to work on the show. Welcome. I'm right now cutting oranges. I'm live on TikTok at the same time. Hello. I'm not sure if are you a girl or a boy? Moshir, I'm assuming that sounds very masculine, or is it a feminine name? I don't want to. I'm from the United States. You're talking to someone international. You're a young boy. Okay. How old? As long as you're respectful in the chat, you're welcome to stay. And have you ever heard of a television show called Gilmore Girls? Do they play that in Bangladesh? That would be interesting if they did. I don't know if they do. They don't? Okay. So it's a television show about two women who, it's about a mother and a daughter, and it's kind of a relationship thing. And I worked on it for a very long time, and there's a huge following of people that love it, but I also make ice cream. I usually watch some USA show. Belong Bengali blog. I don't know that show. This show was on 20 years ago. 25 years ago it started. So it's gained a lot of attention due to streaming services. And I worked on it the whole time, except for the first 10 episodes. And I do costumes. You have no Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube account, but you're on YouTube. You do not have an account, or you do have a YouTube account? Even no friends. Well, eventually you'll find your people. The people that like blog Bengali blog, whatever it is. Okay. I forgot that might be happening. Oh my God, this bus. I'm looking at both feeds, so if you don't see me, you mean you don't create content. That's okay. California. Hollywood. No, not technically Hollywood, but yeah. Okay, we're getting close to finishing. Once we get finished with the oranges that I have been juicing for the last hour, we will probably end our YouTube, clean our hands, and do the rest of the things we need to do. It is almost midnight, but we're going to get these juiced, and we're almost done. It is very late here. Yeah, it's almost midnight, which is like 12 p.m. What time is it in Bangladesh? And what are you going to do when you grow up? I know you said you're a youngster. No, I don't have a WhatsApp. And even if I had one, I wouldn't be just giving it to a random stranger. That seems a little inappropriate. Oh, it's 1:30 and it's sunny and daylight. Instagram or something before this ends. Yes, please follow me everywhere. I'll be the glue if people. Okay, we have just a couple. These ones seem a little not ripe. So we're going to do these ones that are more ripe. Okay. Fingers are almost done. We got one more. We got one more we're gonna do, and then we'll get it done. Did they ever talk about making more episodes of A Year in the Life? Okay, let me tell you what happened on A Year in the Life. When we finished filming, and we were wrapping the show. Being the supervisor, you kind of have to figure out what's going on. Now this one's just gross. We're just gonna dump this one. Hold on, Chrissy. So what happened was that I asked, and I was like, "Hey, is there gonna be more?" And they're like, "Nope, get rid of it." And that's basically what happened from A Year in the Life. There was never ever any plans for them to ever film anymore. Because normally you would save stuff and be like, okay, we're gonna save stuff. They just were like, nope, we don't care, we don't want this. We don't ever want to see this again. We're going to just try to pour this here, get rid of any of the like I did this, but I did not think about a spoon. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of this picky part. Hello, JT. How are you doing? Are you following me on all of the places that we should be following people? Because I'm trying to diversify on all of my social medias in case something happens, and yes. So please do it, and if you send me a message, I'll follow you back. I won't know necessarily, like if you make me aware that you exist on those other platforms, I will absolutely follow you back. You just did on the IG? Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, because like, TikTok's my favorite. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss it. Are you the same name on IG? Clean up a little bit. If you're the same name on IG, I'll follow you back. Or tell me, like, hey, it's Valerie. It's JT. Come again, my semicolon. I said, just send me a message and be like, hey, it's JT from TikTok. I know everything. It is. I like the way it runs. I like the way my brain feels when I'm using it. Like at first, it changed my brain. Like TikTok changed my brain waves. I remember going like, what the fuck, dreaming about it. And then I was addicted. So I'm a costumer. I work on set. I take care of the actors. I make sure they're wearing the right thing at the right time. And I deal with continuity. I thought we were getting more episodes like, oh God, no, that was all bullshit. That was all like a money grab. Like, let's see how much money we can get off of you guys. I hate that. I'm such not the commercial person. Sorry, I left TikTok behind me. TikTok's over there. Sorry, TikTok. YouTube got to go to my refrigerator. Oh, a few days. Oh, we don't have a cyclone. YouTube filming. Yeah, so I work behind the camera normally. Are you talking about last year when we had the hurricane? It was a great place to film, but the strikes have kind of decimated the work. We had a lot of film strikes. Okay. Okay, we are going to maybe do one other thing while this is still messy. Maybe scrape these. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, we need. We need water. Guys, drink water. Okay. Chrissy, are you on TikTok or are you only on YouTube? Okay, we're moving down. We're moving down. Are you on TikTok or only on YouTube? Okay, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna get this moved. Oh, I was talking to Chrissy because if she likes Gilmore Girls, I do a lot more content over on TikTok. If you don't like Gilmore Girls, you're not going to really like my content. I mean, it's not really for, it's very specific. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to clean up all of these and we're going to put them in here. We're doing that because we can use these peels. Apparently these peels are very sweet. Uninstall TikTok because huge pain. Okay. It sounds like they're going to ban it in the USA, yeah. Which sucks because I love it. I love TikTok. But there's always still a chance that it can get litigiously Okay, what happened if Lorelai or Rory ever got cold or sick? Did they postpone filming? Ooh, that is a very good question. Do you ever want to, if you want to ask that in a video, ask it and I'll answer it. Okay. You watch a lot of. That's funny. I'm sorry. I know what you mean, Hillary. Okie dokie. You know what we're probably going to do is we're going to probably just switch to TikTok only so that we can listen to some music. You're on both. Okay. Hop over into TikTok because I'm going to end the YouTube live and we'll play some music. We'll do a little like battle. Hey, Google, set a timer for 2 minutes. We're going to do a quick little like battle.
All right, 2 minutes. Starting now.
And we're going to stop the YouTube. And then that way we can just be on TikTok. Okay, guys? We'll see you later. Bye. Chrissy, pop over to TikTok right now. Let me know that you're in here. This is the first, well, the last couple of days I've been going live. But I might go live here and there. We'll see. We're trying to figure out what's going to happen if TikTok no longer is here. And I'm trying to get people to engage more over here, because if I'm going to monetize on any of these platforms, YouTube's the place to do it, right? Okay, anyways, we'll see you later. Bye. YouTube is ending.